There is nothing better than comfort food on a cold day. Today for the menu, I'm making pasta with red sauce and stuffed meatballs. Now my meatballs, I'm not going to tell you exactly yet what I'm putting in them, so you'll have to watch. And also there are two ingredients that I put in my sauce that is kind of unlikely. I don't think many people do it. If so, I don't know about it. But anyway, it makes my sauce taste delicious. Serving it over some nice pasta, perhaps linguine or so. But anyway, come on in my kitchen. Let's get started. You would take I use about a little bit over 1.5 pounds or so. And then I use a 1/2 pound of sausage. This is like medium sausage. You can use regular sausage, you can use hot sausage, whatever you want. I like to use sausage because turkey tends to be dry, and this gives it a little bit more moisture and juiciness in it. So to that, I'm going to add 1 egg. I use this Italian spice mix that I really like a lot. Probably about, I would say, a tablespoon. We've got basil. These are all dry ingredients. The thing about using dry ingredients instead of fresh ingredients is that the flavor is a lot more intense, so you don't need as much. And I also tell people when they're cooking that they should season food to their taste likes. You know, you can follow a recipe, but it does not have to be exact because you're making it for yourself. All right. I'm also going to add about a 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper. Love red pepper. I'm a spicy girl. And I have some lemon pepper that I want to add to it as well. I seem to use lemon pepper in a lot of my dishes. For some reason, I just like it much better than just using salt. So we're going to use about a tablespoon of that. Am I missing anything? Let me see. I've got the egg. Oh, yes. Breadcrumbs. I love Italian breadcrumbs. And I will be putting I'll start off with maybe about a 1/2 cup or so. I think that's about it as far as for my meatballs. So let's start mixing this up. You can make, I don't always put cheese in all of the meatballs, but this is what it will look like before you put it inside your meatball. You can make them smaller if you like. Just trying to make sure that they're all cut up. There we go. All right, so I'm going to do my first meatball. Let me move this out the way. I have my first meatball. And what you do, or what I do, is I take the meatball and I put a little hole in it. Then I put the meatball inside. Roll it up. As you can see, this is what it looks like. You can't even tell there's anything inside of it. And I will be putting it onto a plate. I'll do that with the rest of my meatballs. Again, I roll up my meatball. I'll put a hole or a dent in the middle. put my piece of cheese in it. Continue to roll up my meatball, and I put it on a plate. I'm going to continue doing this. After I finish rolling up all of my meatballs, I'm going to put them into the refrigerator until I can get my sauce prepared. So now I'm going to be preparing the tomato sauce. First, I'm going to be cutting up a little bit of garlic. Put those in here. I would say probably, I usually use about two garlic cloves. Just cut them into like little diced pieces. I will add about a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, some dried basil, say about a teaspoon, more lemon pepper, about a tablespoon. I already have some olive oil in there, but you can use grapeseed oil as well. Some more of that lovely Italian spice mix, about a tablespoon. So as you can see, I have put in the grapeseed oil, the garlic, the red chili flakes, and I believe I put in some basil in there. Heated that up a little bit, and now I'm going to add my sauce. I use crushed tomatoes. This is like 1/28 ounce can of crushed tomatoes. For some reason, I just don't like to buy tomato sauce. And when I'm in the mood to make sauce from scratch, I use fresh tomatoes. And I'll show you a video on that another time. But just take it and stir it up. And then, to get the residue out of the pan, what's left over, I'll add some water to it. Stir that up. Then again, I'll layer it with more seasoning. Some more Italian spice mix, just a little bit this time because we've already, seasoned the meatballs we've got. So I'd just say maybe like a teaspoon or so. My lemon pepper that I put in everything. I'm stirring it up. I'm going to add a little bit of the breadcrumbs to my sauce. Just a little. Now there's a couple of ingredients that I don't know whether you put it in yours, but it gives a really, really nice taste to my sauce. The first one is a half of a pack of onion soup mix. That's right, onion soup mix. Stir it in there. The second surprise ingredient, because you have to have a little bit of sweet along with the tangy sauce, and you don't want to just put sugar in it all the time. So what I use is a tablespoon, or a teaspoon I should say, of, guess what that is? Barbecue sauce. I've stirred it up. I'm going to put it back on the stove and get my meatballs out. I've taken the pot off the stove because I wanted to be able to do a close-up on putting the meatballs into the sauce. So as you can see, I'm putting the meatball into the sauce one by one. And no, I don't cook my meatballs prior to. Everybody has their own way of how they do it. I like to do it this way because it ensures that my meatballs are nice and tender. And they will be cooking for a while because the sauce is hot. So it's going to cook. So I'm just going to put all these in here. As you can see, the sauce is already hot. I'm going to put the top on my pot. And there we have the finished product. Ooh, I gotta try this. Wow. Looks delicious. Really good. Really good. You gotta make this. I'm sweating and carrying on. I worked hard today in this kitchen. Anyway, if you liked this video today, please let me know by like and subscribe if you want to see more. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you later.